Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan Jarris, and I am a wife to a naval officer. I am a mom of 2 boys. One is 4 and one is 11 months old. I've been on Etsy for 6 years, and we now do $300,000 to $400,000 a year in sales on Etsy. When I started Etsy, I never knew that was possible. So that is why I'm sharing all of my knowledge and my experience with you, because this has been life-changing for me and our family and our future, and I would love to pass that on. So if you are a mom, or you know a mom, or you have a mom, this video is for you. I'm going to talk about the 10 reasons why running an Etsy business is an amazing option for moms. So I started my Etsy shop a few months before I found out I was pregnant with my first son. My shop had only been around for about 3 to 4 months when I found out we were having our little boy, Cameron. Leading up to that, I had been interviewing for almost 11 months, trying to get a job here in San Diego with Petco headquarters. Before San Diego, we were in Seattle where I worked in e-commerce, and when we moved to San Diego, Petco was the main company that my e-commerce background would fit into here. So I found out I was pregnant in December, and I had just gotten a job offer from Petco for $110,000 a year, which I thought was amazing. Before that, I was at $90,000 up in Seattle, so I thought this was awesome. But I was going to be a new mom. I was already feeling morning sickness. I thought, okay, I'm going to start this new job, and then 6 months down the line, I'm going to take maternity leave. I didn't really want to do that. It was going to be a 30-minute commute each way without traffic. My Etsy shop was a few months old, and I had been doing around $5,000 a month, and I wondered if I could surpass that salary that Petco was offering if I focused and doubled down on my Etsy shop. I just didn't see myself working 6 months at a new job, taking a 12-week maternity leave, and then leaving my little baby to go back to work so soon. The kind of person who has helicopter mom tendencies, some might say. I wanted to be around my baby. Let's just say I was motivated to make that work from home thing work for me. So I turned down the job offer from Petco. I was pregnant and I was working on building my Etsy shop. I built it up to the $10,000 a month level. At my shop's 1-year anniversary, we had our son, and I had also reached $134,000 in sales. When we had my son, I kept the shop open the entire time. I was getting messages from customers while I was in labor. I refused to put my shop on vacation mode. If you know anything about vacation mode, you know it's a death sentence. So I kept my shop open the entire time. I just extended my turnaround time from 1 week up to 4 to 6 weeks. That way I could really ease into working again as I wanted and as I felt up for it. And surprisingly, in those first few weeks of postpartum, I was able to get $8,000 in sales. When it was time to start shortening my turnaround times, I felt like I didn't have enough time in the day, and I felt like we couldn't quite afford a nanny. I did not want to put my little 6-week-old baby into daycare. So I put him in the ergo carrier and I wore him while I worked. And when he napped, I hustled. But his naps were only 30 minutes and I was exhausted. I kept this up for 6 months, and we were able to do over $50,000 in his first 6 months. At the 6-month point, I felt a little more comfortable taking the plunge into childcare, realizing that the income from Etsy was going to be more than enough to cover it. So I hired someone from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, just 20 hours a week, but it was life-changing. She helped clean, she did dishes, she did laundry, and I knew that she was taking care of my baby just 1 room away. From age 1 on, we partnered with another family and we hired a nanny, and that was from 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. And then we put him into this really nice Montessori program. During this time, the business was growing. We were getting up over that $200,000, $300,000 a year level. And I knew that I was giving my child top-notch care. Even though our business was at that level and I was technically working from home, I didn't have to feel spread thin as a mom or a homemaker. I could afford to outsource anything I didn't want to do. That meant hiring people to clean, having someone who did dishes, someone who walked the dog. I had the luxury of choosing how I spent my time. I realize that might bring some judgment, but as a mom, there's always things that we don't want to do. And if you can scale your Etsy business to more than a full-time income, you can afford to outsource those things, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. Another reason Etsy is great for moms is because you will have the ultimate flexibility. I don't know about you, but I cannot count the number of times that my son has had to stay home from school the last year or two because he had a runny nose or a little cough. Now, I know. Let's just agree that it's a lot. Now, it would have been near impossible for me to try to keep a corporate job while keeping up with all of the days that he had to stay home from school. At the least, it would have used up all of my vacation time. Now with Etsy, you can fit in the hours whenever you want. You can take your weekends on whatever days you want. You can flex with those sick kids, the doctor's appointments, the hair appointments, the school activities. You never have to miss a sports practice or a game. You can book those hair appointments with that colorist who's always booked because you're able to take her appointments on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. You could never do that with a corporate job. Along with flexibility, you are able to coordinate your schedule with your husband so that you can travel whenever, wherever. It is so hard to align work schedules with your spouse to be able to take a family trip at the same time. You don't need to close your shop for this. You just need to extend your processing times. And you can literally make thousands of dollars while you're sitting on the beach. And you know when you go back home, you have work to do, but it's not stressful because you've extended your processing times. I think one of the most valuable things about running an Etsy business as a mom is that you are teaching your kids the value of hard work. You are creating a family business. The teamwork that this creates within your family is amazing. Your family is your team and the business is the vehicle. And you all get to participate in working towards that dream lifestyle that you want. So many lessons are learned. Your kids will learn that money doesn't grow on trees. You can get your kids involved in small ways like stacking boxes or putting stickers on packages. It builds their sense of pride and independence. Kids love to help. Not to mention, it's a great way to funnel some non-taxable income. Just talk to your CPA and they will set that up for you. Now, the next reason I love having a high volume Etsy shop as a mom is kind of shallow, but don't judge me. It's because you never have to feel guilty about treating yourself or indulging in a little self-care. A massage, a facial, getting your hair colored. I know some people might disagree and think, shouldn't feel guilty for those things anyways. Sure, you shouldn't. But as moms, sometimes we do. And it was so freeing when I started having $30,000 to $40,000 months with my Etsy shop to be able to celebrate that hard work with a little bit of self-care, spoken, Botox, and filler. And the final reason why I think Etsy is an amazing fit for moms is because as a mom, you are set up for success. You are primed for success on Etsy. You have the ability to multitask, you have time management, you have organization, and you have the ability to keep multiple plates spinning in the air at the same time. I've noticed that a lot of the top tier Etsy shops are run by moms. And this should give you the confidence that you can do it too. I started my Etsy shop before I became a mom, but I've noticed that since I became a mom, my shop has exploded. Sure, I have less time than ever before, but the skills that motherhood has given me have translated directly into my shop. And it's when I became a mom that our shop exploded into that $300,000 to $400,000 a year range. When I became a mom, we crossed that $1 million threshold on Etsy. If you are a mom and you've been thinking about it, I encourage you to take the leap. You are going to be able to spend your time how you want to. It's going to give you the luxury of choosing how you spend your time. And if you want to be successful, you will. I would love to partner with you on this if you are a mom, because I know exactly how it is with 2 little kids. And I know it's possible. I'd love to hold your hand through that. And I'd invite you to follow me at Dylan Jarvis on Instagram. And I talk about the proven steps that have actually taken our shop to that multi-6-figure level. I'm also going to be offering coaching, so if you're interested in that, please message me over there as well. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love that. But I'll be back with another video tomorrow.